courtroom explodes in silence when Kelly Khumalo's trembling voice admits the unthinkable. Yes, I did it. Tonight we uncover the chilling confession, the ripple effect on her career, the family of Senzo Meyiwa, and the shocking consequences that follow. Would you forgive someone who admits a crime years later, or should the law show no mercy? Drop your thoughts below. It was a night etched in South African memory, October 26, 2014. Senzo Meyiwa, national goalkeeper and beloved icon, was in Vosloorus, enjoying what should have been a peaceful evening. Laughter filled the air, yet shadows moved quietly outside the home. In an instant, gunshots shattered the calm. Chaos erupted. Neighbors screamed, lights flickered, and the reality of violence cut sharply through celebration. Friends and family froze in disbelief as a young athlete fell. That night became more than tragedy. It became a mystery tangled with conflicting accounts, rumors, and a nation holding its breath. Every witness would later be haunted by what they saw. The nation erupted into debates and heated arguments. Social media became a battleground. Loyal fans cried betrayal, while others demanded justice without mercy. Memes, hashtags, and opinion pieces multiplied overnight, reflecting a society split in perception. Some refused to believe the confession, citing her past denials, while others condemned her with unrelenting fervor. Influencers, celebrities, and commentators weighed in, each statement igniting fresh controversy. It was no longer just a crime story. It had become a mirror of societal values, testing morality, forgiveness, and loyalty. The case transcended a single individual, revealing deep fractures in South Africa's collective conscience. If you followed this far, subscribe and hit the bell, because the next chapters reveal what the confession truly unleashed. Betrayals, financial collapse, and shocking revelations that no one expected. Courtrooms buzzed with renewed intensity. Lawyers debated life imprisonment versus negotiated deals, while prosecutors weighed the gravity of years of denial. Every procedural motion sparked media frenzy, fueling speculation about possible loopholes or political interference. Judges faced mounting pressure as public expectations collided with legal precedent. Defense and prosecution strategists maneuvered like chess masters, each move scrutinized by the nation. Legal commentators dissected every word of the confession, and the ramifications extended far beyond one verdict. The courtroom had become a stage where law, fame, and morality intertwined, forcing South Africa to confront how celebrity, power, and justice collide in unprecedented ways. Kelly's son, once silent, emerged as a key witness. His testimony painted an intimate portrait of family dynamics, revealing moments only a child could observe. The fear, the tension, and hints of guilt. The courtroom held its breath as he recounted nights of whispered conversations and hidden truths, illustrating a life lived in shadow. Every word he spoke amplified the gravity of Kelly's admission, transforming the confession from abstract headline to personal tragedy. His perspective, innocent yet piercingly honest, became a defining moment, shedding light on how generational impact and family secrets can shape the narrative of a high-profile crime forever. Allies who once defended her, including Chico, Twala, and Longwe, quietly distanced themselves. Behind closed doors, private messages and secret meetings revealed fractures in trust. Long-term collaborators debated loyalty versus self-preservation. Rumors surfaced of financial disputes and hidden betrayals, exposing a network of relationships strained to breaking points. Once solid bonds dissolved under public scrutiny, showing that celebrity alliances can be fragile when scandal strikes. The courtroom drama extended beyond legal consequences. It unveiled the hidden politics, strategic moves, and shifting loyalties that often accompany a confession of this magnitude. South Africa's collective consciousness reeled. Conversations in homes, restaurants, and public spaces oscillated between outrage, sorrow, and fascination. The case challenged societal views on celebrity accountability, justice, and morality. Talk shows debated the ethical implications of fame intersecting with crime, while musicians and artists reflected on how their platform can be both shield and spotlight. Cultural commentators highlighted how public opinion can distort reality, yet also drive reform. The confession became more than personal. It was a mirror for society, provoking questions about forgiveness, loyalty, and the consequences of mythologizing public figures. International outlets picked up the story, drawing comparisons to infamous cases like O.J. Simpson, creating global fascination. Documentaries, news specials, and social media commentary place South Africa in the spotlight, scrutinizing both its justice system and celebrity culture. Analysts dissected each detail, noting how the confession reshaped perceptions of morality, fame, and the consequences of prolonged denial. From Paris to New York, audiences watched, debated, and learned, demonstrating how one high-profile case can ripple worldwide, forcing global observers to question how society deals with crime, celebrity, and accountability simultaneously. Kelly's empire crumbled almost overnight. Sponsorships dissolved, royalties were frozen, and contracts were abruptly terminated. Her music tours were canceled, album sales stalled, and partnerships vanished. Financial advisors scrambled to calculate the fallout as debts mounted and public distrust cut off potential recovery. The scandal exposed the fragility of fame-driven income and how swiftly reputation can pivot to liability. Every asset once leveraged for influence became a reminder of scandal's price, highlighting how personal actions, when publicized, can dismantle years of financial success almost instantly. Facing public condemnation and personal guilt, Kelly sought solace in faith. Church pews became confessional spaces, her voice trembling as she admitted sins to God and clergy alike. Religious leaders debated redemption, forgiveness, and the intersection of divine and earthly justice. Parishioners watched, some offering compassion, others questioning sincerity. These moments revealed the inner conflict between personal faith and societal judgment. Beyond courtroom drama, the story illuminated the human need for spiritual reconciliation, showing how even those in the harshest public spotlight grapple with conscience, morality, and the hope of finding inner peace after irreversible actions. Kelly Khumalo stepped into the spotlight immediately after the tragedy, her grief palpable but her words carefully measured. For years, she repeated her denials, performing on stages with smiles at masked suspicion. Interviews portrayed innocence, her music a veil over public scrutiny. Critics doubted her, journalists probed relentlessly, yet she remained steadfast, or so it seemed. Every public appearance fed the speculation machine, and the whispers never died. Fans debated endlessly. Was she mourning or hiding something darker? Each song, each statement became a puzzle piece, leaving a cloud of uncertainty hanging over her reputation, her art, and the truth behind one of South Africa's most infamous. Behind closed doors, Kelly's son carried a weight no child should bear. Silent, watchful, he grew up observing fear, tension, and unspoken truths. The young boy learned early that words had consequences, and silence sometimes spoke louder. He witnessed the emotional roller coaster of a mother under suspicion, navigating public judgment while raising him in the shadow of scandal. Years later, as he matured, fragments of reality crystallized into unbearable clarity. His perspective became a quiet but pivotal force in the case, holding pieces of truth that would one day erupt into the open. The boy's burden was never visible, yet it shaped the unfolding story. From day one, the press descended with relentless energy. Headlines screamed accusations, defenses, and speculation, leaving no room for private mourning. Social media erupted